I was talking with a few folks recently, and I just made a trip to Taiwan.
Okay.
Taiwan, a tiny little island, has done the most amazing job of making themselves globally significant.
Okay.
And one of the reasons they're able to do that is because when you go to Taiwan, they make a lot of their own machines. The machines develop the products. The products go into the world and supports everything around the world. Literally just looking around, and I go through the show, and I wonder how many machines are actually made here in Mexico? How many products are actually made here in Mexico? As in the original, not products that come off a machine that other people can buy and are exported, because I heard it was actually up by 7% last year, even in a really economic, confusing time. But what machines, the beginning, the roots of the entire process are actually Mexican branded. When I was in Taiwan, I think about Goodway and Oida and YCM and Tongtai and all of these companies that the machines are built and constructed there. When I think about Japan, I think about Makino, DMG Mori, Murata, Akuma, Matsura, Nakamura. These are all the beginning processes. I truly believe that Mexico is on the precipice of doing something incredibly significant globally.
Okay.
But you have to have your own products to produce more products in order to do that.
Right.
It's a big step. It takes a lot of real engineers to come together to develop, to prove it, and then to market it. But if it starts now, and then 3 years, 5 years, 10 years from now, you have a well-known machine that can cut sub-micron and do processes that these other machines from other countries can do. This would, in my opinion, put a true stamp on what Mexican manufacturing can be.
Okay. And now the second one is a little bit close like the first one, but maybe you can change something. What indicators do you consider it is most relevant today for the industrial manufacturing?
You know, when I asked you before we hit record on this, and yes, I get a little bit of cheating ahead of time. What do you want me to say? A little bit. I always say what I want to say at the end, but I'm curious, what is the direction of the question? And you ladies said, you know, is it money? Is it the global or the current economic situation? But what is it about manufacturing that we can do in order to succeed? What can shops do? What can the entire process achieve when working together, and how can we get there quickest? So again, going around the world and now being in over 90 countries at this point, and for those of you who don't know, I actually was a machinist for 12 years. And then I did international consulting, helping people do better, faster, work more intelligently within their shops for a decade. And what I now believe, and this is going to be, I have a 4 o'clock talk on that stage right there, and it's going to be a piece of what I'm about to say now that I'm going to say more elaborately on stage. It's going to be automate, but automate is an easy answer. In fact, when I look over your shoulder, it says automate right there, which is interesting enough, but we have automation of different kinds. You can automate with pallet changers, you can automate with bar feeds, cobots, robots, digital. Right now, digital is key. But a lot of people jump into automation without really knowing how to do it effectively, or there's a fear that if I do it, I'm gonna disrespect my employees. I'm gonna take their jobs from them. Look, this is a big deal. There's a lot to this deeper story that I'm going to say on stage, but automation done correctly, not just throwing stuff at it, but getting the reports you need, making sure that your setup is flexible enough for the high mix, low volume jobs, not just saying I need 1 million parts in order to automate, but truly understanding how to be flexible within a shop to take on jobs of low quantities while still allowing the machines to run while people do something else, and then understanding the information that comes from the machine to make sure that you're doing it correctly on the next job. Because a machine that runs 40% correctly is more effective and efficient than a machine that runs 90% incorrect. So automating the right way is very important. I'll go into details with that later, and it's not just Mexico. You asked me about what shops can do, what Mexicans can do. Automation is the key for the entire world.
Okay.
China has invested more in automation than any other country on the planet over the last 10 years, and it shows by the advancements of what they've done. Mexico needs to do it. Where I'm from in the U.S. and a lot of the countries that I visit around the world, automation will be key to everyone's success.